Hi guys! Jake and Marisa back again for more live reactions to Power Rangers Dino Supercharge.
Episode 14 is finally available for people who don't have a cable login.
I emailed the people, waiting to hear back. I want cable so bad.
I want to be on grown people's internet.
Yeah.
I had to take my laptop into the office today in order to download the new Steam game I bought.
Yeah, that's...
Because I can't download it here.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Man. I hope that we're able to get, like, caught up, like, maybe not necessarily in time for the finale, but at least around the vicinity of the finale.
When's that going to be?
That's coming up soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Before or after the end of the semester?
On the last day of finals.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Somehow I don't think that they're going to get around to doing anything until the kids are gone for a week.
Well, cable is completely different. It has nothing to do with the rest of the school.
At all?
As far as I know.
So
I
that
don't know
one
what's
guy
going on.
who's supposed to be getting the cable and internet situation handled doesn't deal at all with students or tutors?
No. It's just a tech guy. I don't know what's going on with our cable. Nobody does. I don't know what's happening. But I really hope they get back to me because...
I know, because, you know, like, it's not like we're, like, assuming that we get this or anything. Like, Jake's boss was standing in our common room the other day going, "Did you guys know you have free cable?" And we're like, really? Because...
You know...
It's not on. It's like, we should get someone on that. Because it's supposed to be on for the boys, too.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Weeks ago, remember?
Yeah, this was like a long time ago, yeah.
We were talking about taking the old TV and putting it out there for the boys to use.
I think this was like when we moved in.
This was before the prefect moved next door.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Boss was in the prefect's room looking for the cable that's supposed to port cable to the common room.
Yeah.
But which seems to have been pulled out of the wall.
Yeah. But anyway, so obviously we are way behind on Dino Supercharge. And my brain has been melting a little bit. But at least news seems to be steadily coming out of the Power Rangers movie, so I'm at least able to keep up to date on that. Yay.
And the thing you saw on Twitter that everyone is arguing about.
Yeah, they just leaked the photo of the Megazord toy for the new Power Rangers movie, and people are like, oh.
Nope.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I'm saying that's what people are like. People
are
like,
I know.
Nope.
It's definitely different.
But I'm not as invested in this as your average Power Rangers fan.
Yeah.
Because I'm not your average Power Rangers fan. I'm just sort of your hanger-on.
Fair enough. But no,
right now, my brain is entirely immersed in Slime Ranchers.
Yeah. There hasn't been. But then again, it's been a while since like a Megazord toy has been like leaked or something, and I've been like, ooh, that one looks really nice.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that the pictures of the plastic toy did look poorly constructed. But that's nothing new.
It looked very similar to like...
It felt like Operation Overdrive's toy to me.
No,
and that thing was a piece of...
No, it didn't look like that. It looked like... It looked kind of like the Transformers movie toys.
I'm not talking about the design. I'm talking about, like, from the way it looked put together.
I have a feeling it was a prototype.
It must have been, because it had terrible-looking joints, and...
The thing, though, is that it had joints, which is a step up.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
You know how I feel about joints.
Oh, yeah, yes, you like very articulate.
I like very articulated things. Like, I hyperventilated over your figure arts, because it's so beautiful.
Ooh, that's the Soul of Chogokin Megazord that's coming out looks really pretty, and it's way too expensive, but it looks so pretty.
Yeah, I mean...
Anyway.
Yeah, the figure arts are expensive, never mind the Soul of Chogokin, but that's die-cast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks great. It's gonna be like $200 or something like that. It's crazy. What?
You know what else is $200?
Oh, your ball joint darlings.
My ball jointed dolls.
Yeah.
If you were going to truly appreciate and cherish it the way I do with them, and move them around all the time, and give them different little outfits and toys and stuff, then it would be worth it.
I'm not giving a mega. I'm not giving a mega. No, that thing would be just a gorgeous piece to have, but it's expensive.
Well, it's not worth it if you're just going to look at it. You have to move all of its beautiful joints.
Well, yes, I would transform it and untransform it, and yes, of course.
There's no point in getting something gorgeously articulated and then not taking advantage of that articulation, which is why I'll never understand the people who have like ball jointed dolls and try not to ever touch them.
Fair enough.
Because they're so precious and so expensive. It's like, but why would you pay that much for a doll you can't play with?
Yeah. So,
Silver Secret.
Not too much has been going on this past week, other than I've just been buried under a mountain of grading. I will continue to be buried under a mountain of grading, but finally we are finding little bits of time to catch up on Power Rangers, so that hopefully maybe we might get cable back in the next week, perhaps, fingers crossed, and then we can actually, like, if we get cable back, like, you know, if we get cable back in the next week, I'm going to, like, totally have us watch Power Rangers, like, once I have all my grades in,
you're
like,
gonna,
every day.
Make me watch it constantly.
Well, we've got a whole...
I know.
We've got a backlog that we don't have access to right now.
I've got slimes to feed.
Less important.
Hungry little slimy mouths.
Power Rangers.
Plorts.
That's not even a word. Power Rangers.
Speaking of which,
yeah, we don't have much time.
We're on a time clock.
Let's watch some Power Rangers.
Study hall and curfew, so let's go.
Alright, so, now time for episode 14 of Power Rangers Dino Supercharge.
The
Silver Secret. Note, Silver Secret, not to be confused with The Silver Secret, which is actually a Power Rangers Space episode.
No, see, I was looking on the internet the other day.
Yeah, and we've already used the Power Rangers in Space episode title this season.
Because I had this like, I was like, I really want So
I know.
On the internet, and I went to look for them. There's two different like
your friend?
Yeah, I met him when I went back home to New Zealand.
Artisans making them, right?
Wait.
Look. They're adding another singer to the band. Miss Morgan said that they could hold auditions here. So he's just coming to check out the cafe.
How do the N-Zed boys become a recurring plot point?
I'm sure the crew from New Zealand finds them very amusing.
He touches the hearts of a whole generation.
Especially when you think about the fact that...
Hello. Wow. Rada? This is Shelby. Shelby? Rada.
I've just spilled chocolate pudding all over your expensive soup.
2, 3. Careful. There.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Rada.
It's just Rada. Thanks for leaving us hold auditions here today, guys. That's really cool.
And it lets
Shelby
them
sing
use
for you.
more people.
Life is...
That's her
Really know how to make an
song!
intro.
I can't believe
Looking at
that.
possibly
You're a
making a
sweetest
group too.
and
Maybe
I
you
still
should audition.
adore you.
Really?
What has that go?
Life is like a triceratops, and you know I love you,
Triceratops.
triceratops. But I still adore you. That should be like the second verse. That would be beautiful.
Sure.
Oh, I still adore you.
Aww.
Betcha.
Anyhow, so I was looking at these people on the internet.
I've got news.
And
Go
this
ahead, Miss Morgan.
one group
You need to get to
makes
McCadden Forest right now. I've picked up a distress signal.
Distressing.
really nice,
From whom?
It's Silver Ranger.
Hey, Silver Ranger.
really realistic resin energy, right? Yeah, energy. And one group makes a slightly less realistic energy that's on a necklace.
We're full of strife. We must fight
And
to
it drives me nuts because you can't
survive.
put them together.
And the screen is frozen on the Zords. There's only one chance to take the right stance. Come
Catch up
on,
with the lag before we get to the end of the song.
Go Power Rangers! Don't you ever stop!
Go Power Rangers!
You will rise up to the top. Rangers forever.
Frozen! All together.
Come on, get moving. Ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Dino Charge. Move for frames.
Is it Energem or a Dino Gem?
Energem. Dino Gem for Dino Thunder.
Oh,
here we go. Here we go.
Perfect.
Hey, Silver.
Bigger Barnes!
Yep. Well, she's pretty much written for everything.
I know,
But I managed to break free from his evil clutches. We must go quickly before they catch up.
Of course, mate. Let's head back to the base.
Oh, hold on a second. We gave you all the data on our Megazords. How did Arcanon get his hands
Okay,
on
can you
it?
get the cursor off the movie?
Yeah.
Do anything to capture the Energems. That's why he forced me to create the Dino Charges. Fortunately, I retrieve all 9 of them when I escape. See?
Hold it. Only 9, not 10?
Yes, 9. I never created a Titano Charger.
Really?
It's those monsters! They left our Zords!
Hey, is this a Dino Charger? Arcanon dropped this. The Titano Charger you say you never made.
Ooh, snap.
Are lying.
You Rangers are smarter than we thought. No matter.
Why, you conniving
Time to meet my Titanomorph Blaster! Energize!
Interesting.
You betrayed us!
It was kind of activated by like a stomp.
Pathetic!
You weren't even trying to hit him. You just somersaulted past him for no reason.
Kyla!
Curious. What's
Arcanon must have brainwashed him.
deal is here?
Supercharger!
I am a little confused because he does appear to be actually morphed as the Silver Rangers, whereas before I thought they were getting catfished by like a projection or something.
Yeah, it could easily have been a projection.
But somehow, someone evil has managed to.
Must maintain control!
He's starting to transform.
Hello.
Who are you?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Don't move!
No, please, don't fire. I am Xenowing, a friend.
How can you be our friend? You were just trying to destroy us!
Hello.
No,
He's a
that
totally
was
different color than he
Doomwing.
was earlier.
Arcanon cursed me to share a body with him, but he is evil. I want to help you.
So
am
you
the
bonded
true
with the
Silver
Energy.
Ranger.
2 beings in the same body? It's just like Hickle and Snide.
Prove it. Hand over the silver Energem.
I wish I could. But Doomwing has the Energem locked in his sword, so only he can morph into the Silver Ranger. I am
That's not
powerless to stop him.
Well, if that's true, then we have to find a way to separate the 2 of you.
Get back, Rangers! Doomwing's taking over again! I can't control it!
You're weak, Xenowing, just like these Rangers!
Interesting.
Mark my words, all your Energems will be ours! Get off me! My pleasure!
Tyler, are you okay?
We'll meet again, Rangers!
He's gone.
Miss Morgan, we've got bad news. We're heading back to the base now.
Miss Morgan,
What the-
we've got way
Oh.
more advanced biceps than we
have to
had
help
when we.
Xenowing and get Silver Energem.
Okay,
Once we do,
aquarium.
we'll have all 10.
Something to act.
Then our work will be done.
I'm
Aquarium.
so relieved to hear that Xenowing is alive. A long time ago, he was my apprentice. I would trust him with my life.
What?
What are you?
Guys, Doomwing put a listening device on my Dinocom.
Why
Really
did he
listening
do that?
device.
I see. Arcanon wants to hear our plan.
Right.
Without tracking
So we
device.
leave it in there until we have a plan that we want him to hear.
Right, so in the meantime, the real plan is to figure out a way to split Xenowing and Doomwing apart.
Great news! The bug you planted is working perfectly!
All I hear is water! Where are they?
They're by a stream or in the bathroom.
They'll be making a plan soon, and when they do, I'll crush them!
They did mention it's the same as like Michael and Snide. I wonder how how this sort of
This might tie into his origin.
body shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It cursed.
Doomwing and Xenowing apart.
I mean, it was
Plant
suggested
is Doomwing
that
and has captured
That
the
means
rock.
they may have the capability to permanently split.
Okay, mine ready.
Tackle it snide.
Yeah.
Which would allow them to destroy a rubber suit monster without destroying a human-faced person. Which they have a tendency to do.
It worked! Rock is free!
It'll take a while, but we gotta amp up the power. Hopefully it'll work.
While you do that,
Okay, but those two things were sharing a body.
Yeah, it's a little different. What?
That's not how you learn to sing!
Shelby, are you okay?
I need to learn to sing and dance in about an hour.
Why are you plugging your nose?
Stop. Speak to me.
Rada, the N-Zed boy, he thinks I should audition.
Oh, good grief.
What? You think I'm crazy?
Yes, you are crazy. Along with a million other screaming fans of the N-Zed boys. I studied music for 3 years.
What?
You don't need a book.
Why?
You need me.
What?
Now, follow me.
What is happening? What is happening? Why are you rubbing?
Okay, that's the start of a bad acting workshop.
Upside down.
Wait, what are you...
Okay,
Auditioning.
that's how you audition to be an N-Zed boy. Oh, hop up, Tyler. God's calling for you.
Did you just...
Tyler! Jace! Please don't say crowd. I have stage fright.
Are you kidding me?
Oh. Sorry, man.
Jesus,
Here.
everyone wants to be an
Your turn to hold the banana mic.
Shelly will be in love with
True.
Hey, it's just
Also...
me.
Where'd the
And
dog
our
come from?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the dog.
I'm gonna travel the world, turn it upside
This dog does not approve of what's happening.
Oh, wow. That stinks.
Not that bad.
No. Your shoes. Look, you stepped in dog poo, man.
Also,
Thanks a
I'm
lot. Like my day couldn't get worse.
pretty
Was
sure...
the dog
Tyler.
included just for that
We
gag?
need to talk.
I think a little bit, yeah.
You, my friend, are trying
Also-
to impress
Do you have
Shelby.
any idea what the day rate is on a
She
dog?
likes Rada, the
Why would
N-Zed
you throw
boy.
the dog in just for the
Maybe you're a little jealous.
I don't
That's
know. Maybe the dog will come back
ridiculous.
later.
Look, what's ridiculous is you auditioning to be an N-Zed boy. You should just
It is a little
tell
ridiculous.
Shelby how you really feel.
See?
The reaction may surprise you.
Here,
Come on, let's
Hey,
go.
he's got perspective on this. He has a girlfriend.
You don't have to have a girlfriend to be paying attention. It's a bunch of rabid fangirls auditioning rather than people with,
This is ridiculous.
Performance
and
background?
irrelevant. What?
You come around, I'll do whatever it takes for you day and night to find you and find you and find you. Yeah,
What? Oh,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
American Idoling, isn't it? The plot is American Idoling right now.
Very nice, Shelby. You really got it going on.
Well, technically New Zealand Idol.
Thanks, Rada. Next up is Tyler Navarro.
Tyler?
You're auditioning?
Yes,
Me? But you have stage fright.
Hey, she knows this about him apparently. That's nice.
Woo!
This...
Go, Tyler!
Oh, no.
I'm gonna travel the world, turn it upside down, keep on the wheel.
This is...
Are you sure you're up for this, mate?
Nope.
I am.
Nope, you're not.
We're better as a duet.
Oh
You
my...
don't mind, do you?
Let's hear it.
Just give us 1 second.
One.
You have an evil ranger to be dealing with right now.
Purples and not scary people.
Didn't stop Ziggy from organizing a talent show.
Okay.
Okay, that talent show was an attempt to find a Green Ranger.
A very poorly thought out
It was
attempt.
a poorly thought out attempt, but there was not an immediate threat at the time. What?
Think of them all as pineapples.
Why would you... Okay, sure, why not? That was an unexpected effect.
I'm gonna travel.
Why? Where did you choreograph this? They are selling this ship so hard right now. Wow. They are not. Wow.
I mean, not to say that someone couldn't improv that. That was
That's true.
a decent. It wasn't so advanced that you couldn't improv it. The thing is,
He
how
couldn't do
could
it.
Nick improv?
That was excellent. I want to go. I don't think so.
Ding!
I want to travel.
How could Tyler? I want to travel the world too.
Coda, you make everything better.
Okay, team. This is the plan to
How
ambush
could
Doom.
Tyler do it?
We need the 4 split emitters.
In order to
placed
improv, you
precisely
need to
in
be
these
comfortable on
locations.
stage.
Tyler?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't improv and have stage fright at the same time. You crack, you know, you...
I don't know.
Go.
I mean, to some degree, I suppose they're trying to sell the idea that because they are so well in tune and in great shape,
Well, yes.
they have, you know, the pre-existing group thing to do that, but...
I mean, they do have good chemistry. It is a solid
The chemistry is not
Your
group
audition
thing.
today was
Yeah.
really, really awesome.
Oh, so was yours.
That was terrible.
I'm not talking
No,
about
he
you.
wasn't.
Talking about your courage. You were scared to death, but you got up there and sang anyway. I don't know how you did it.
Just tell her!
You both know you like each other. Come on, guys.
I thought you,
You thought I... What?
you were so gaga over Rada, the N-Zed boy. I just thought maybe if I could sing, you'd like me too.
She already likes you, dude. That's really
Tyler.
obvious.
The Silver Ranger almost fooled us, but you figured out he was lying. You found the bug, you planted on your Dinocom, and now you're about to fight Doomwing just to give us a chance to set Xenowing free.
Okay.
Don't you see? Even if you never sang or danced, to me, you're a total rock star.
Coda, you're my favorite. Not always, but at the
Here you
moment.
are. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Like, sometimes others are my favorite,
Apparently,
but
you
Coda,
still
you're
can't
always
kiss on Power
fantastic.
Rangers. Thanks, Coda.
As long as I don't
I'm-
have to sing.
I mean, they've each
Right.
given each other a kiss on the cheek. That's already been quite a bit.
You want to explain how the jar with no lid was... Oh, okay.
Shelby, I am going out to be near McAdam Forest.
But Tyler, you'll be vulnerable without the team. Maybe I should go with you.
No! I must do this on my own.
Got him! Ha
Doing whatever it takes.
Excellent work, Doomwing.
You'll soon have the red energy.
Those cue cards were amazing.
Unsex me now and fill me from crown to tip with... You know what I mean?
Yes.
Doomwing should be here soon.
I love
First
the cue
acting, then
cards.
Sophie Devereaux.
Yes.
I will, Shelves.
Dino Charger!
They are instant. What?
Kendall!
Kendall!
Morph!
What?
Obviously, because there's no Purple Ranger footage of the fight they're about to have. But seriously, Kendall. If only for safety's sake.
There's Doomwing!
You know,
So kind of you to personally bring me an energy.
they're playing up Doomwing as like
Two
this
Energems.
You're not
threat at
even
the
here at
moment.
all.
And he hasn't re- oh wow, there's the N-Gem. I feel like Doomwing hasn't been built up.
Morph!
He's morphing. There was the okay, that's pretty cool. That was
I don't know why you started
where the
running before
commercial
you
would go if
Tyler has to wear him down
if
first so
there
he'll
was a
transform into Xenowing.
I'm just getting started.
Hold on, Tyler!
Now it's my turn.
you were oddly unfazed. Like really
ready.
Yeah.
He's starting to transform. Miss Morgan, do it!
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tyler, maybe you want to get out of the beam? We don't know how it's gonna affect you.
So,
It worked!
I want an expansion on how Xenowing was apparently Peter's apprentice.
You may have released Xenowing, but I still have the Silver Energem.
Xenowing!
Tyler, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, but if Xenowing is the right for old
Doomwing's
over the
leaving.
Silver Energy,
Don't
shouldn't
let
we
him
be able to do
escape.
those?
Go on,
No.
I've got Xenowing.
Well, it's currently inside the sword. I imagine it's
You're about to face a bigger problem.
magma beaming.
Let's fight fire with firepower!
Dino Chargers, ready! Summon swords! Dino Charger, engage! This chicken's gonna skew you!
They also giant-size the... Did they also giant-size the Energem?
It's about to
Or
get
is it still
wild.
tiny in a giant-sized sword?
Hey, Ultrazo attack.
Dino Charger, ready! Dino Super Drive, activate! Let's flip this turkey!
I'll tear your swords apart!
I'll tell your face.
Dino Head Spike!
Okay, sure, why not?
Let's use Kendall's new attack. Oh yeah, let's try it.
Speaking of Kendall,
You have a new attack? Yeah,
why is she not in the cockpit?
Ooh, new finisher.
Lock on target.
Open cannon shield!
Dino Super Drive Saber, activate.
Dino Charger!
Dino Super Drive Saber, Titano Cannon, Final Strike.
Apparently, yeah. You turn the 10 giant Dino Chargers into giant things.
Half-wits! I'm defeated, but not destroyed! You'll never get the Silver Energem!
They shrink you?
Apparently.
Okay.
The Energem bonded with Xenowing because he was good. But you are evil. You'll never morph into a ranger. Yes, I can! I'll show you! Unleash the power!
Yeah, no, this doesn't work like that.
Now! When you could
So if that doesn't fucking
value to me.
ding,
Now, you are worthless.
if that doesn't work, what do you want with Energems?
Well, they can still be connected to technology.
Well, they've got one now.
Oh, but do they? No, they don't need to be unbonded.
Xenowing.
The purple Energem was unbonded, and that was helpful.
Okay, but they're always
but they were able to
random
they were able to take the red one and use it. So
Yes.
So why don't they just use the
Arcanon's
silver
in
one?
control, and he'll stop at nothing
Yeah,
to steal all the energy.
they can definitely use it. They just can't. They can't use it to morph.
Shelby, we'd like you to be on our team. Sorry, I can't. I have to save the world.
To announce that the newest member of the N-Zed boys is
Someone completely unrelated.
Paula Stevens.
The one who was crying that she screwed up.
Sorry.
So are they still
Wish
the
we had
N-Zed
two
boys?
singers, but we only need one. You two are really great together. So we're pretty much done here. Any chance of maybe let's catch a movie later?
Oh, really? You're moving in on that.
That's sweet, but actually I'm really busy, Rada. Thanks though.
Okay. Cheers.
Are you going on a date?
Already hanging with the rock star.
It's a cute ship, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, there we go, hand holding. That means that's basically the Power Rangers equivalent of married.
5 minutes.
Oh,
what
before
are your thoughts?
Once again, sort of random side plot with various other plot development things resulting in.
Look, at least the side plot on this one had character development.
That's true.
Because it furthered the ship.
It did further the ship.
We had no idea what they were doing with that cake.
That was. I still find that whole thing with the pavlova particularly hilarious because it was Chase who had to be the chef. And as we've established, Chase is the one constantly setting things on fire in the kitchen.
Yeah, this actually made a fair amount of sense. And I like actually how they went with some complete other person winning.
Yeah.
I was kind of afraid they were going to go with the cliched, the protagonists win, but then they have to decline because we're heroes and we have to go be heroes and we can't explain to you why we've declined and now everyone's just irritated at us for auditioning for something.
But yeah, that was a cute little setup and payoff with that. I did like that. Although I do wonder, are they going to change the name?
Oh yeah, because the N-Zed boys have a
Are they still the N-Zed boys if they have a female member now? Are they the N-Zed peeps?
N-Zed gang? N-Zed crew?
N-Zed crew? I don't even know. But yeah, the whole Silver Ranger arc has been a little bit odd in how much it's been sort of a background thing.
The pacing on it is...
It's been rather strange.
It's been fits and starts.
Because basically it keeps going like... each time something, it's like, oh, something's happening with the Silver Ranger! And it's over.
And then, that's what I said, fits and starts. It's like, it goes into the background, then it comes forward, and it's like a big deal,
and then
it's
not a
back
big
in the
deal.
background.
Yeah. And I mean, like...
It's like this guy, we're probably not going to hear about the Silver Energem again for another 2 episodes.
No.
And the people who have already watched the rest of the episodes are laughing at me.
No, I'm sure we're going to hear about it again in the next episode, because it's a continuing arc now.
Fair enough.
Like, we have been hearing about it, every episode since episode 10. Like, episode 10 was when we heard about this, it was when we got the message from the Silver Ranger. Then episode 11 it has them trying to contact him, and then he gets back to them at the end saying, I need your help. And then episode 12, they were having trouble contacting him until the end when he's like, I need you to send me all your Zord data. And then episode 13 was when they sent him all the Zord data, and then Lord Arcanon showed up with Doomwing.
Betrayed them.
And then today was where Doomwing finally made his actual debut as the Silver Ranger. And I was pretty sure that well, 2 things. One, I was pretty sure that Doomwing was the Silver Ranger because I heard his voice in the previous episode. I'm like, that sounds like the Silver Ranger's voice coming out of that guy.
Mm.
And 2, the first time the Silver Ranger was introduced, in the credits, he was credited as Doomwing. It said Doomwing, voiced by... I'm like, there was no character named Doomwing. That's probably the Silver Ranger, isn't it? But it is interesting that they do keep tying things together in interesting ways, though, with Lord Arcanon being established as Sludge's boss, and Zenowing and Doomwing being bonded the same way as Heckle and Snide. That raises some interesting questions about Heckle and Snide, because one thing that was really interesting that Snide said in the season premiere was that he referred to the Energems as the key to his past, present, and future. So I'm wondering how the Energems might be in some way connected to Heckle and Snide.
You think maybe Snide might be the rightful wielder of the Dark Energem?
I don't know.
Because he does kind of look like a Dark Ranger.
A little bit.
In a Korag kind of way.
Yeah, well, as far as Sentai source, this isn't a spoiler because they're obviously not doing it. In the Sentai, they had a team up. Well, Kyoryuger versus Go Busters, and it was called the Great Dinosaur War, and it was really more of a team up with the Kyoryugers, the Abo Rangers, and the Zhu Rangers.
Oh yeah,
the Great
you
Dinosaur
mentioned that
Battle.
once before, and then the Go Busters are just like, we'll be over here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because they were busy having a dinosaur reunion.
Yeah, they sort of stole the spotlight there. But the two creatures that they fought against in that were resurrected versions of the Sentai versions of Goldar and Zeltrax. So, resurrected Zeltrax is the suit that they use for Snide. And then once you think about it, it's like, he does kind of look like Zeltrax.
Yes, he does.
And now you know why.
And knowing. The more you know.
But I am curious if they will end up...
did the knowing is half the battle.
If they will end up, having Heckle or Snide or both use the Dark Energem. That would be interesting, because it seems pretty obvious that Lord Arcanon has it in that book of his.
Oh, yeah.
But it does feel like we have these little plot threads that are kind of tying together. The problem is that we're just not getting real strong emotional payoffs with things coming together this season. Like, Tyler's dad. We didn't really get a good, strong payoff with that. It was just like, yeah, he's been in hiding for 10 years. And that's about it. And it's like, hey Dad, good to see you. Like, no. More complex emotions there. It was a little weird. And then we have, finally the reveal of the Silver Energem. And, the debut of the Silver Ranger just was sort of a bit rushed with that message. Because it's just like, we've searched the entire planet and it's not on Earth. I'm like, wait, you searched the entire planet in the last 5 episodes? What just happened? And then immediately they get the message from the Silver Ranger. I'm like, wait, what's this? So it just kind of sort of just like whammed at us all of a sudden.
We searched the entire planet in the last 5 episodes. Gee, you guys could have made Operation Overdrive's job a lot easier.
Yeah, I know. Like, if it's not on Earth, where is it? Wait, how do you know it's not on Earth? The Earth is a big place.
You ruled out the entirety of Earth?
Like, if you had actually managed to develop a really, like a better version of the E-Tracer, like one that could actually scan the entire planet and confirm if the Energem was on the planet or not, that would have been great. Come to think of it, why didn't they make a new E-Tracer once they had the ruler of a wealthy nation on their team who apparently could just throw millions of dollars at orphanages?
Because we can't afford the part.
They could have made a new E-Tracer. I mean, they really kind of... The Rangers themselves...
Look, he's a 6th Ranger. He's only available under very certain circumstances. That includes his money.
I'm just saying...
Otherwise, we could have solved the entire, I accidentally hacked up a heavily expensive, costume.
Oh, right.
But instead of him lending them any money, he was just like, ah, yes, Ivan, I brought your money from Zed.
Yeah, I know.
You can pay for what you broke.
Well, that's legit. He broke it. He should pay for it. But
they were going to take the whole museum, so
yeah.
it wasn't really entirely about...
Well, they also didn't think to get in touch with Philip at any point in that process. Like considering all the resources...
I can see why Ivan didn't.
Yeah.
Because he would consider it dishonorable.
Well, one of the things, though, is that...
Kendall didn't.
Look at how many resources Philip dedicated to finding the graphite energem and towards figuring out whether or not the silver energem was on Earth. That could have been used towards creating a new E-Tracer, which would have been a great tie-in to the Rangers' early efforts. while also actually giving a plausible reason that they would be able to know if it's on Earth or not.
The E-Tracers picked up nothing over the entire planet. Sorry,
well,
guys.
because
we flew it all around the world in a private jet owned by the prince.
Let's face it, the E-Tracer, okay, it found the Ankylozord, and then acted as a means to give Fury the gold Dino Charger.
Found your face.
Yeah. But it never actually was able to find an Energem, and after that...
There goes the heating system again.
Yep. After that, the Rangers never really did anything else towards finding the Energems after they developed the E-Tracer. Like, the gold Energem was shipped to them. Philip found the graphite Energem. And the purple Energem, they got a lead due to Sledge somehow managing to track the Purple Ranger to New Zealand. So, like, they really haven't been making any efforts to find these Energems pretty much since episode 8.
Yeah.
So, the mid-season finale of the first season was their last real attempt to track down an Energem.
That's painful.
Yeah, they have not been proactive on that front. Whereas if they had actually like remembered the E-Tracer technology outside of that arc, that would have actually been a pretty good excuse for how they would be able to deduce the Silver and Gem was not on Earth, and that would have led into the Silver Ranger arc using a previous arc, which I think would have been nice. Instead, James, because he's a geologist, went off to look, and then he's like, well,
it's not there.
I geologisted the entire planet, not around. Because apparently James and Philip were working together on that, even though it was not really well established.
Probably Rusty, too.
Yeah, well, of course. Rusty is the brains of the operation. What are you talking about? Actually, you know what? He was probably working for the Silver Ranger the whole time. That's how they knew that it wasn't on the planet, because the Silver Ranger got in touch with Rusty, and he's like, hey, give them this info that it's not on the planet. That'll set it up for me to get in touch with them.
Rusty is evil.
Rusty is pure evil. What are you talking about?
I mean, he didn't tell anybody.
Rusty is Lord Arcanon. Boom.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Makes so much sense.
Does.
Rusty!
Rusty! He's bonded to him just like Heckle and Snide. He just hasn't done the... Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, so we
Again,
got a
people
bunch
who've
of
seen 5 more
good
episodes than us
threads.
are now laughing at us.
We got a bunch of good threads in here. No, it doesn't matter. None of them have seen the finale. Lord Arcanon is going to be Rusty, obviously. If they don't reveal it then, they'll reveal it in the Christmas special. Because everyone knows that all proper character arcs are resolved in the Christmas special. Oh, wait, okay, I'll check into them in a minute. All proper character arcs are resumed in are resolved in the Christmas special, as was Bulk and Spike.
Spike are so precious.
A little bit. It's specifically in that
in the Christmas episode.
In that Christmas episode, that was the best thing about that Christmas episode, that they got some character resolution by finally getting to meet the Power Rangers and get things from them.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was sweet. As opposed to the previous year where Santa gave Mike a motorcycle and he gave the motorcycle to them, and then somehow they flew around the moon because...
E.T.
I don't even know. What? That episode just... Nothing happened except all of a sudden magic motorcycle. That was not great. Yeah, Samurai's first Halloween special was okay because it had the monsters in the Netherworld, which was an interesting premise. And then their first Christmas special was just nothing. It was just...
Yeah, their second Halloween special.
Their second Halloween special was Tricks or Treat, which is the most random use of...
But then their second Christmas special was great.
I'm not going to say great, but it was bad.
As Samurai goes.
Yeah. Trickster Treat is just amazing, and it's just poorly constructed. I'm still amazed that they actually made an episode entirely of stock footage. Like,
including
that was
stock footage from the finale.
Yeah, which hadn't been aired yet, and they played in reverse at times for really no reason. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. But yeah, like, it was kind of hard to really dig into Doomwing as a threat when, as this big thing, when he was just introduced last week and wasn't really established as anything beyond Lord Arcanon's second in command. It was a little, I don't know, he didn't really do enough to really establish himself as a major threat, other than punch Tyler a few times. That was about it. I feel like we could have, they could have somehow made the Silver Ranger deception work a little bit stronger. But I recognize that the character can't stay morphed for very long, apparently. But at the same time, that weakens him as a threat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually kind of sorry to say this has probably our lamest Evil Ranger.
Don't you so?
Most weakly executed Evil Ranger.
Thank you.
Like we've had Evil Rangers in the past, and they generally provide more of a threat than this, or at least last longer, or somehow have an emotional connection to the Rangers that is, built up a little bit better. Like, Xenowing is apparently Keeper's apprentice.
Who was never mentioned before.
He was never mentioned before.
And Keeper's never been like, yes, and also I lost an apprentice. By the way, have you seen him? No, I just need the Dino gems, and then Energems, and then I'm gonna leave without my apprentice.
Hopefully we'll get a little bit more word on that, because that's actually an interesting approach, because one thing I know about Xenowing is that his character in the Sentai was actually the Ranger's mentor. So the fact that in this continuity that in the Power Rangers continuity he's the apprentice of the mentor is an interesting tie-in.
It may allow him to be used in some exposition stock footage on the history of the Energems.
Yeah, but just the fact that I felt like there wasn't really that apart from the line just saying he was my apprentice, just like you just kind of threw that in there and did not come back to it.
Apparently doesn't really care about his apprentice very much.
Well, I'm sure that we'll learn more about him in the next episode when we learn more about. I'm sure technically the next episode that we're gonna have access to will be the Halloween episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little bit late. But I imagine once, when we're back in continuity again, we'll get more info on Xenowing, because he'll be with them now that he's been split from Doomwing.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But yeah, we keep having these things that I feel should have these big emotional impacts, but they're not. They're either not built up properly on the emotional end, or not paid off properly on the emotional end, or in some cases both.
It's also just a very late addition to the cast with no. He should have been mentioned before.
Yeah, that's true. Because this was episode 14, so we only are going to have 6 more. There's really 6 more episodes plus 2 holiday specials.
The fact that the Keeper has an apprentice has never come up in the entire continuity.
Yeah.
That should have come up earlier, even if it was a throwaway line.
Actually, you know what? You know what would have been great? If we actually got a backstory on Keeper and Kendall, which at this point I think it's...
That's not happening.
Yeah. If we actually... And he made mention of having formerly had an apprentice. and she would be basically acting as his new apprentice. And that would have been wonderful.
Exactly.
There are all these little things that just would cinch the story together just a little bit better.
Fanfic writers, get on it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that would just get it just over the edge there to really strengthen the story. Because there's some weak parts in there. And yes, I know, I should go do the things. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, do you have any remaining thoughts? Okay. So I guess we'll probably have to wait a little while before we get access to the Halloween special.
Like just another week, right?
Yeah, but we'll try and get that out in short order. I'll try and get this out in short order.
As soon as it becomes available, we'll do it.
Yep, yep. So until then, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. Yes, Lord Rusty, we will obey!